You're on.
Hi everyone, Sarah here from the Paper Cut. It is Fun Time Thursday, and first we need to make sure we're on, and I forgot to get on Facebook, so here we go. Oh. It's Fun Time Thursday.
Oh, sound.
So I have video and I have sound, yay. All right, so, yep, it's Thursday. We are doing Fun Fold Cards. And then I'm going to show you our Sunday cards because our Crafters Classroom was rescheduled from this past weekend to next weekend. I'll be on Sunday like normal, except I'm going to push it back, and instead of being on at 6, I'm going to be on at 6:30 because then I can go play pickleball for a little while and my mom gets done with work and she's not rushing here, and so, but just 6:30 Central Time instead of 6 o'clock on Sunday. So just a little bit of a change, not a huge one. And then in person, we have sale next week, Friday and Saturday. It's Friday from 4 to 8, Saturday from 8 to noon. And then watch on this Sunday, this coming up Sunday, which I'll remind you on Sunday, I'll do a code for all you online people for our birthday sale. So anyways, let's go down to the table. Oh, I'm there already? Oh, my mom's eating. Okay.
Wait a minute, overhead. Okay, now you're there.
Now I'm there. Okay, and I'm getting my camera like set up in my thing of markers too. So there we are. Oops. Hang on a second. We're there. I'm still futzing around here. There we go. Because I like to try and see my comments, but I kind of jimmy my stuff around. Hang on. I'm going to get a scissors. That'll hold up my... There.
What a day.
There we go. Okay. So, before I get to our cards for tonight, this was the pinwheel that I did last week that I didn't finish. Like, I just had the animals and the words on it. But what I did was I added some trees. And I added, like, I didn't finish total. I didn't put words on all the sides. But I added some trees. So the trees kind of go all the way around. So, yeah, I kind of like that better with the trees, like, sticking. So there's your flat view. But, yeah, I liked with the trees on there. So... anyways, I just thought I'd show you that. And then we have our alcohol ink card. Card kits. Yes, Heather, I just saw your email. I did just take the card kits off because I did run out. So I am doing, because I'm short, so I am doing some alcohol ink ones this weekend because I have 6 to get ready. So if you do want an alcohol ink one, you need to email tonight because I ran out of them. I had to take them offline, but I have to do a few, and as long as I'm doing six, I may as well do 7 or 8. So if you want the alcohol ink, you need to email tonight because I'll be working on those tomorrow. So these are the alcohol ink cards. So, and then Heather, I'm out of the... let's see, Cheryl, can we place an online order after the code is available and pick up the goodies during the in-person sale? Cheryl, yes, you place your order, but then email me because we might not start processing those orders because we're going to be getting ready for in-person, and I'll just kind of let the orders, you know, brew or whatever. So if you want to do that, if you want to place an order online and then pick it up in person, you need to send a separate email too, so then I can catch that order and pull it out and get it pulled, because otherwise they won't just automatically be pulled. We've got a 2-person crew. So most of the orders we're not going to start processing until March 1st. So anyways, but yes, Cheryl, to answer your question, place your order and then make sure you send me an email so I watch for it and pull it out. So, okay, these are the cards we're doing tonight. These are our Fun Fold cards. And again, I'm out of this kit too, but if you wanted one, email me and, you know, I can make sure to get you one. It just isn't going to be instantaneous because I have to put the kits together. So anyways, oh, Mom, can I give you this?
Thank you.
Uh-huh. So let's go through, let's do our pinwheel because we just did the pinwheel last week. So let's do the pinwheel first. And that's this kit right here. All right. So we're going to pull that out. And all of the new cards are online now under new products. I didn't do a pre-sale code because we're going to have the, you know, the birthday code next week. So, but they're all ready to go. And again, during our sale, it's going to take us a bit to process orders. So if you need something by a specific date, make sure to tell us because yeah, it's going to take us a hot second to get through everything. So in here, you have your scored piece, and there's 4 scores together. You have your envelope. The envelope we're going to set aside. You have some die cut words. You have your oval, your purple oval, and your oval with your elephant. You have 2 splashes, narrow ones, 2 of the grape jelly. Now these and these, they are on the quarter panel, half panel die. I do cheat when I cut big amounts for this. I don't use the die and cut them one by one. I use our big trimmer that goes down and goes ka-chunk. So, but I did the exact same size as what is in the die. Okay, so you have 2 balloons, 2 stripes, and then you have 3 wings. So in the pinwheel card kit, you have the die cut with all the scores and then the wings. That makes up the base. So we're just going to go ahead and put together, excuse me. I've had like a cloggy throat and a sore throat lately. Like all week I kind of felt like, yuck. I got the cruddy cruds.
Mine was all clogged up today too, so. But no sore throat.
Yeah, I just think there's a lot going around.
Yep.
So this one we're going to fold it, fold it, fold it. So they're all folded in. The bump, this is the bump side, so you can feel the bump is in, and we just fold that. Now, this gets attached onto that back, and rather than just guessing where it goes, if we fold on where we see, you know, we fold on the score right here, so that's your tape tab. Then we skip a score and we fold on the next one. If we just put tape on our tape tab and fold that over, that forms our little square perfectly. So again, we took all of our scores and we just kind of folded them in, but we didn't like roll them on top of each other. This one with our bumps up, this is our tape tab. So we are going to put tape on top of our tape tab. Oops. And then we're not going to fold it the first one. So we have 1 score. We're going to fold it the second score. So we have our tape tab. We have 1 panel, another panel, and that's where we're going to fold. And we're just going to fold that flat. So we're just going to fold that flat. So again.
So you said, does this fold flat to an A2
Yep,
card?
it folds. Yep, it folds flat like that to an A2 card. So that's our flat version of that card, and our one we did last week with the trees on it really looks nice. So again, you're folding the tape tab, then you're folding up 2 scores. So we have the tape tab score, 1 score, and another score, and you fold it flat. Then you pop that open and you have your little square, okay? And this is already one of our wings. So this is one of our wings. And then our next wing, and you know, we could decorate these first. I kind of like to look at it. So I'm not going to decorate it until I put my wings on there. And excuse me, I do apologize for my periodic coughs today. But one of our wings will attach here, and I will go ahead and do this. Another one will attach there, and then we'll attach the 4th one there. And that gives us all of our little pinwheel parts. So we're going to take 1 wing, we're going to put tape down the side and then attach it flush into that corner. So it goes flush right into that corner. And if you kind of, it's not optimal to do things mid-air like this, but it kind of does keep it flat. So it keeps us flush up here and flush to the bottom. So however you're comfortable doing that.
So Carrie said she should wait until next week to place her order with the birthday code?
Yeah, if you're going to place an order, I would wait till next week. If you do want a class kit, they're not online. You do need to email me, and those emails need to come tonight because I'm going to be finalizing them, and then we're going to stick a fork in this class. And I will start kitting. For a while, our classes slowed down just a little bit. I think it was by the holidays, or, due to the holidays, and probably me posting stuff late. But they're starting to pick up again, and I'm selling out, so now I will start bumping up the number of kits that I do. So anyways, I put tape right here. You're going to push that in. But yes, I would wait. I mean, do I want you to order today? Yeah. But do you want to wait and get a discount? Yeah. So yeah, wait to place your order. Okay, then we're going to go on to our next one. And again, I'm going to push that flush into this corner right here and keep it flush at the top. And we're attaching on our second wing. And you can, as you're doing, you can fold flat to just flatten everything out.
Did you see Heather Myers? Did you talk about that? She couldn't see the card kits on your website and the link on your email didn't work?
Yeah, the link didn't work because I took them down. And that's what I was saying, that if anybody wants class kits, they have to email me today.
Okay.
And again, this third one we're going to put right in here. And again, it's going to go flush into this corner and flush to that top edge. Okay, so that's the basics of the Pinwheel card. So now, our pieces, we have our 2 striped pieces, our 2 balloon pieces, our 2 splash pieces, and our 2 grape jelly pieces. The grape jelly and splash are going to fit in these smaller sections as you work your way around. The balloons and the stripes are going to fit onto the larger sections. So go ahead. I mean, I usually am not a fan of attaching my stuff over lumpy, bumpy stuff, but that's what I mean. You could have put these on first, but I kind of like to see how it's all coming together. So I'm going to do...
So, sir, is that card base a kit?
Yes, it's called a Pinwheel card.
Okay.
Yep, and it is under the new section. I put all of these new kits. I mean, for once, I have them up before the class is even happening. So, yay. Not for once, but for this time I did. So anyways, I'm attaching my balloon to one side, or to one of my big panels. And then to the next one, I'm going to do stripes. And then to the next one, I'm going to do balloons. And then to the next one, I'm going to do stripes. See how I'm alternating stripes, balloons, stripes, balloons? If you want to do 4 different pattern papers, you can certainly do that. The pattern paper that we're using is from our Happy Heart pad and and the birthday paper pad.
In a minute I will put links out. My hands are all...
She was eating pizza because she's like a dancing fool practicing for her showcase coming up.
Crazy, I shouldn't be.
Crazy what?
Crazy. Doing 4 rhythm routines this year. 5 actually, but...
So on the Friday night that we usually come, how many dances are you doing?
5.
5. Okay, and I'm still attaching my 4 larger panels. And I want to make sure that, yep, I do my purple with the same kind of pattern. Meaning the stripes are bluer on one side, purplier on another. And I'm going to just have them facing the same. Now, you could certainly double layer on here, and I'm usually a double layer girl, but there was a lot of stuff going on here, so I didn't double layer. So now we're going to take our small panels, which these are quarter panels on that half and quarter panel layering die, and up to you whether you want to do blue there or purple. I'm going to do purple, and then I'm going to do the same thing where I spin it around, and then I'm going to do blue.
So Sarah, that
I'm gonna
kit would be
spin
the
it around.
split front accordion?
No, this is the pinwheel.
Oh, yeah. I just saw the elephants on that one, so I'll go back.
So yes, you're going to be taping these 4 buggers now. And like last week we did the black pinwheel. I'm going to get my narrower tape gun. So yes, this weekend you will get another email from me with the coupon code. And this is Splash. And then I'm going to do another purple. And then I'm going to do my last splash. So if you are coming to in-person, we will have 1 make and take card and some birthday treats. I will probably show that make and take card. Maybe on the Thursday before in-person I'll show the make and take card, and there might be extra available that you can get some. All right, so now you can choose. You can choose, do you like that side or do you like that side? You know, they're the same on opposite sides, but then if you flip it, then you'll have your opposite. So you can attach your elephant wherever you want. I did pop him up, so I popped him up here, and then when I attached him onto here, I only put tape on part of it. Actually, I popped up both layers. You can see that I popped up the elephant, I popped up this one, but when you're putting your adhesive on, don't put your adhesive over on this side, otherwise you're going to tape your card shut. Okay, so don't tape your card shut, because that wouldn't be fun. Oh, I know, Jean, it would be very nice to see you in person. Somebody was just asking me today about doing some, in-person classes. And not this year, I won't have, like, for the warehouse sale, but who knows in the future. I mean, I'll do for our normal warehouse sale, we'll do virtual. We won't have in-person this year because it's just going to be too much with the move and stuff. But somebody suggested last year maybe I should, do an in-person, like a bigger class event at a hotel, where I could rent out a room. So maybe that'll be in the future. I mean, I'm still going to be teaching and all that stuff. So it would just be organizing something in person here without the warehouse and shipping product up and stuff, or driving product up. Who knows? You never want to say exactly because you don't always know what the future holds. Okay, so now you can put this in the middle if you want. Now if you want it to stick off the side, you can. Just be careful that you only put tape on the half that's attaching. Yeah, taping the card shut would drive the recipient, but you might be sad too. So I did give you 2 words because I figured that if you turn it, you could put it either one of the words on the opposite side. Like I was showing last week that if you did have a gift card and you put a strip right here, like, do I have any strips here? I mean, geez, I have tons of paper. But if you did a strip, obviously I wouldn't do brown, you could attach a gift card right here. So that's why I gave you 2 words, because then on one of your other flat small word sections, I thought these fit perfect in there. So don't lose them. I'm on white paper here, and my B and my H are separate. And I gotta find a little pokey. And Dodge is coming back. He's like,
Yeah, I know.
he did eat, so don't let him fool you. He's not a starving puppy. He thinks he is, but he certainly is not.
It's kind of like the cats who think that it's eating time whenever you get to the kitchen.
Yeah. Dodge isn't quite that ambitious. He doesn't follow me, but if he hears a bag of popcorn open, he is right there. All right, let's get out my glue press. I know, I love my sweet Dodge. He's the best. I don't know, my mom thinks her cats are the best. So they're the best to everybody. But I must say Dodge is a very sweet dog.
He is.
And Jake and I were just talking about that yesterday, how he has changed so much with Ev versus Oliver. Because with Ev, he didn't know how to be a dog. He didn't know what he was supposed to do with this little thing. Almost lost his happy home. But now he loves Oliver.
Yeah.
And he tolerates Oliver. He loves Oliver and he tolerates Oliver. He still does knock him over every once in a while, but...
Sweet Dodge, you're right, Virginia. He is sweet. The sweetest guy.
I should have used my micro dot adhesive. That probably would have been better than my glue press on this one.
Yeah, taping the card shut would drive the recipient crazy.
I don't know what our weather is going to hold for us next week during in-person, but I can tell you that right now it's pretty darn nice out here in Wisconsin. This set of words that had this Make-A-Wish and this Happy Birthday is kind of a really nice die set.
Rob,
It's a new one from
posted
Brass.
that.
Oh, did he post
Yeah.
the link?
Yep.
Yeah, I really like because it's got a bunch of different birthday words and it's just a really nice to add words. It's a nice size. It fits on that quarter panel really nice. So I'm going to just do the Make-A-Wish while I'm at it because I always say, oh, I could do that later, but I never do. So I'm just going to do the Make-A-Wish right away. And I might pull out my microdot adhesive for this one. Oops. Yeah, this was a new release set of words for Brass and Bliss. I think there's like, I want to say there's like 8 different sayings on there. I could be wrong, but I want to say it's a good number of birthday sayings. And you can never have enough birthday sayings. All right. I think this sheet of microdot adhesive is almost done, actually. I'm gonna scoot over here and see if this one is.
6 of them.
What?
Brass and Bliss had 6 of them. Sayings, probably.
Oh, 6. Okay. I was wrong, but 6 is a good number. It's one thing that is not great for card making. Fingernails.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so let's do our Make-A-Wish. If you're coming to in-person too, there will be an assortment of Brass and Bliss stuff here. Not like we had in September with all their carts, but there will be a assortment of stuff. So some stuff that it will be, you know, regular price but marked down, and then some stuff that's like marked down and then you'll get another discount off of that. So all right.
Birthday paper pack, Sarah.
Did you find it?
No,
Did you just type in birthday?
I'm going to type in birthday paper and see if that comes up.
What about just typing in birthday? Or what did you type in the first time?
Birthday paper pack. I found it. Birthday.
Yeah, it's it used to be a pad, so that's why it wouldn't come up if you typed in paper pack.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then sometimes just typing least in is better. Oh yeah, the birthday animals. This is one that we used last year, but I still think they're cute. I love them. And I did just decide to move my letters around. That's why I'm futzing here. I should have put them on there before. And now I probably like took the adhesive off them and everything. Oh, fudge a dumpling. I should have just gone to my glue press right away, because my microdot adhesive sheets that I have here are lacking adhesive. And glue is going to dry this clear anyways. What I can't find, why I'm struggling, is I can't find my tweezers. That's part of the problem here. I mean, I'm sure it could be here. It just didn't put itself away.
I couldn't find my keys this morning. I thought the cats hid them, but actually I had.
All right, there we go. Okay, so now we have our pinwheel card. So just makes a cute little card because then they can stand it up and it can stand up on display. So that is our pinwheel card. I'm going to set that off to the side. Then we'll go on to our horizontal pop-out card. Mine is heat sealed, so all my pieces stayed together. Yours should be in a little envelope. All right, so let's go ahead and put this one together first, kind of how we did the pinwheel card. So this is the horizontal pop-out card. Long time ago, we did have this same thing as a vertical. So vertical. So if you all like this one, I'm sure we can do the vertical one also. So we're going to fold in on all of the scores, just like we did last time. So there's 4 scores. They're just placed differently. So you're just going to kind of fold in on all of them. And you can kind of see these two panels match. And they form the top and the bottom of your box. This forms the front. And then it's a little bit bigger tape tab. So we're going to put tape on our tape tab, and then we're going to fold that up again with 1 score showing, and then we'll pop it up into a box. So kind of the exact same assembly fold, except with different size panels. So again, we folded on our 4 scores, and you want to fold in, fold in, fold in, and in, so your bumps are all on the inside. This is a tape tab. A little bit bigger tape tab, just so, I don't know why, it stays together. Adds a little support. And now I am going to fold, so I have 1 panel showing and another panel showing and just 1 score. So again, this is our tape tab, and you're going to fold at that bottom panel, fold totally flat, and that forms your box that's going to pop up. Same concept as our pinwheel card, except it's a little bit bigger of a box, and that forms the card base. And again, it folds flat also, so that's our flat card, pops up, and then stands up. So, all right, but I'm going to lay it down.
Rob said the birthday animal stamps and I are 20% off.
Oh, nice. All right, so now let's go through our pieces. We have our bag of stuff. We have a piece of blue glitter, blue jewel, which I cut a strip to go right there, and I did layer behind my words right there. We have our words, which you could do the happy birthday, or I have don't worry, be happy. I just pulled pieces from, it's in here actually. Then you have 2 blue panels, which will go right here and right here. Now these again are the half panels from the 1/2 and 1/4 panel layering die set. Then you have 2 black panels. These are not in the layering die set. These are because Sarah just likes an extra layer. And then you have these 2, which are sizes from our layering die set. And yes, I do that sometimes where I cut myself an extra layer. Just because that's how I roll. And then we have a blue piece that's going to go up here. So that one. And then on our bottom, the bottom, which is on the bottom, but you do see it when your card is flat, we have a blue piece, a black piece, and then this is a little bit different of pattern paper because I didn't have that one handy when I was printing. So this is a little bit different. This is from the monochromatic paper pad. This one is from our Daisy paper pad. This one is from the Brass and Bliss monochrome fusion or monochrome paper pad. So I used all different stuff there. And then the bunny stamps, which the bunnies are very cute. So let's start attaching layers together. And I'm just going to start attaching layers first and get them all attached, and then we'll start attaching them to our box. And some of these have smaller borders. If you don't like that small of a border, you can just, take a little bit off. So I do like the smaller borders, but yes, you can always alter those by cutting your top layer on two sides just a little bit, because that gives you a little bit bigger of a border. I will say that sometimes the smaller borders, even if I have tired eyes, are hard to see. All right, so that goes on the black, and that's going to go on one of your blues. Hang on, I'm going to get a drink. My throat's getting a little itchy. I must say, I feel better than I did this morning. This morning it was a little rough. And it could be allergies too, because the weather here has been going, into the 50s, which starts all the stuff. And I was bad for a little while. I wasn't taking my allergy pills every day. I think I just got lazy in the wintertime. And I just need to get back on the ball.
My dance instructor gave me a cough drop. She said maybe a cough drop will help. So, yeah.
So again, this has a small border, and this is just a Sarah thing. And if this is too small of a border for you, go ahead and just take a trim off of two sides. That'll give you extra room all the way around. But it is a very tiny border, just because I wanted it to pop out of there on the black.
Sarah, what glue do you use in the press?
I use this is the Nuvo glue. However, somebody told me a different kind of glue that they put in theirs, and I did order it, and it was Linda. Oh, I don't know where it is. That's not it. I did order it, and I filled it up with something else because I had 2 bottles.
Did you take it on your...
It's probably in my other room.
Okay.
But yeah, Linda Beyer gave me a type of glue that worked in the glue press, and I think I ordered that. And yeah, the bunnies are Little Bunny Foo Foo, so I'm going to have to start singing that song again to the boys, because they really got a bang out of that.
Rob posted links for those.
And Oliver has not heard the Little Bunny Foo Foo.
Well, that'll be fun with him.
Yeah.
Bunny Foo Foo are also 20% off.
Oh, nice. Oh, 3. Virginia just said you could put like Hershey Kisses in the box. Oh, actually, I wonder if Hershey Kisses would fit right down the middle of here if you put a little base on the bottom of here.
Yeah.
That might be kind of fun. All right, so now we've got our layers. Let's go over and attach them to our...
Nuvo Deluxe Adhesives. Rob posted a link out there.
Oh, okay, nice.
Thank you, Rob. And we just got the Nuvo glue back in stock. Nice.
Yeah, for a while it was hard to get. So yeah, if they have it in stock, I would get it, because you never know when it's going to go back out of stock. So to the front of our box, we're attaching this one, and you can flip these if you want. To the back, we're attaching this one. And then on the top of our box, we'll attach one of our quarter panels, and our decorated quarter panel is going to be on the bottom, because again, you're going to see that one when your card folds flat. So I'm going to go ahead and put tape on all of my panels. And again, this was the half panel, quarter panel of that layering die set.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So yeah, and you might want to, like this one, I'm going to kind of fold this down so I can see my panel a little bit easier. And it probably would be easier if I also was not on a white mat. And I could see my borders a little bit better. And then this one. Hi, Misty. You're late, but that's okay. Replay, you can always watch the replay. And then this one I did fold down so I can attach it, because again the card folds nice and flat. And then our one with this is our bottom, and I can do that with it folded the same way as our front. And then again, I can pop that one down to attach this one. This one I didn't decorate as much because you don't really see it, because it ends up being right there. I just didn't think that it was needed to decorate that one as much, so I didn't. So now let's see. Let's go on to some of our trimming. We have our words. If you want to trim whatever word you want. I'm going to trim the happy birthday. Or you can do the don't worry, be happy. I'm going to trim this a little bit on the sides too. Should have used my paper trimmer. Okay, then I am going to attach this onto there and trim it. I'm also going to trim about a 1/4 inch strip off of there, because that's going to go right here. So, and again, on the glitter paper, like my ATG sticks pretty well, but the best thing to attach stuff to the glitter paper is the wet adhesive. Definitely not like the little cheapo glue runners. They won't stick to the glitter, the chunky glitter. But definitely the glue, because we did try that once. We did a test on one of my lives. I trimmed a strip. It's a little crooked. Oh well. Bunnies are going to be on it anyways, and you do want to trim that to whatever length. Now it's cut to the 5.5 inches, but I'm going to trim it down so it matches my printed piece. And then I'm going to attach that with adhesive. There we go. The other thing that I have is I'm going to trim this really quick. So I'm over here trimming. All right, so this is what I trimmed off of my blue jewel glitter piece. I trimmed a strip, and then I trimmed the width of it to match my printed paper piece. I trimmed whatever word I wanted, and then I backed it with a piece of the blue glitter. Okay, so let's attach those. I might wait to attach the happy birthday, because we'll talk about that for a minute, but I'm going to attach the strip right here, and then we'll empty out our little bag of goodies. And I have it about centered. And again, mine is a little bit wider on one side, but my bunnies are going to cover it up anyways. All right, now in my little thing, oh, I had extra words because my words were in my little thing, but I had just pulled out of the bunch of stuff. Okay, so we have our word that we're going to pop up right there. Now, when you're deciding what's going to go where, let's just talk about that for a minute, because you can do whatever you want. But if they, depending on where they're popping up, if you have something that's standing up really high, or something that's really big, if it goes off this top edge, then it probably won't fit in an A2 envelope, okay? So when I did attach my bunnies, and then I kind of paid attention to what was covering stuff up. I didn't want the birthday covered. I was thinking about the birthday over here, but my bunnies covered them up a little bit more than I wanted them to. So it's up to you. If you want your bunnies to cover up your happy birthday, then you can move them over to here and put your bunnies kind of in front of them, and then it reveals your message when you pop them down. So it's totally up to you where you put stuff. But I did just attach these little guys direct with regular adhesive, and then I did pop up my middle bunny, kind of overlapping my outer two. And my words I attached with foam tape. You have 3 flowers. One of them I did attach to the front, and if you want to attach all of them to the front, you can. The other 2 I just attached by my happy birthday. So if you want to rearrange where things go, you knock your socks off. Alrighty. So I'm going to attach my words first, and then I'll attach my bunnies. And again, I'm only going to put tape on half of them, because if I put tape up by their ears up here where they're sticking up, it's going to tape your card shut, and you don't want to tape your card shut. That would be bad.
And frustrating for the recipient.
Frustrating for the recipient, correct.
Yeah.
And then my big gray bunny, I'm going to pop him up. So let's get some foam tape down.
I'm going to disrobe. I want to show you the top I'm wearing.
Okay. She's
She's
not totally disrobing.
It's a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, I have a whole bunch of layers on.
She's stripping.
Off. Yeah. So,
Oh my goodness.
oh my goodness, that's right.
My happy birthday I'm going to pop up with foam tape up here. Okay.
So I'm wearing fringe pants for one of my routines.
Okay.
Black fringe pants.
Oh, that's a kind of sexy top.
Yeah. Oh my word. Oh, God. Oh. Cutouts in the arms.
Yeah, cutouts in the arms.
But it's nice because you don't see any chicken flap.
Okay, you guys can't see what we're talking about, but this time she will definitely post videos of her dances.
Oh, yes.
And not wait for a year.
Yeah.
Right?
So now we have a whole year last year and this year. To post.
Well, let's just post this year. We'll move on.
Right.
Okay. But she's not, we're going to post them right away. I'm going to be,
I don't care what they look like.
I'm going to be on her.
Oh my
She
God.
just needs to be proud of what she's doing.
Oh. You know, I saw a 90-year-old doing well, I don't even know how old she was, doing a ballet routine. She hadn't been on the floor for a long time. And she did a solo. And I thought, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
All right, so
Do what you can.
do what you can, yes.
When you can.
And be proud of it.
And be proud of it, right? And hope you don't die in the process.
So I'm going to put foam tape on the tops of my flowers, and then I'm going to put glue on the bottoms of my flowers, because the the bottoms of the flowers are harder to pop up because it's thinner. So sometimes I like to just put foam tape at the top and then just a little dabble do ya at the bottom. So yes, watch when she does post her videos, watch for the fringed bottoms with the sexy top.
Fringe bottom, and then big jewelry here.
Oh, you're gonna have big jewelry. Okay, I don't get to see the full effect. I'm not seeing the jewelry. You're funny.
Oh,
okay.
So somebody even came up to me at Costco yesterday and said, "Hey, you're the dancer, aren't you?"
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
fun.
I do a song and dance routine at Costco. They see me practicing sometimes at Costco because I practice in the aisles.
All right. So there we go. We got our Your Some Bunny Special pop-out card.
So with all these rhythm routines, I'm also doing breathing exercises
Okay.
so that I learn how to breathe and don't fall flat on my
Okay.
keister.
Yep. There's no falling.
Yep.
Falling's not allowed.
No.
All right. Now we are moving on to our last card of the evening. Is our finger card. That's our finger card. And let's just go ahead. Let's decorate the front of it minus the stuff that's popping up. Just to get the flat stuff on there before we're fighting the pop-up of the finger. So, in the kit, let's pull some stuff out. We have our scored card, which is our grape jelly. So this kit, there's a monochrome set that has black, white, and gray. There's a festive variety set that has the 5 festive colors with white inserts. And then there's a white only set, which I haven't done the sample for yet. So while it is online, there's no picture of it. Just name is on there. But we're using the festive variety. So then you have your finger card insert, your envelope that we don't need. We have 2 layers that are going to end up going right here and right here, but don't attach them on there yet because we got to talk about some stuff first. Then we have our little bag of stuff. We have our duck for the front. Hi, Connie.
Hello. Hello.
I told Connie we were online, so last week she didn't realize we were still online. This time I said we're going to be here for a little while. So then we have the 2 spine pieces, and then these pieces are going to go on the front. So the bump is on the inside of the card. So we're working on the outside of the card right now. We're just going to attach these pieces so we're not fighting them when we're attaching the folded. Now, normally I cut smaller borders. This time I didn't cut a super small border. I think I have a little bit smaller border. Oh, it's pretty close. So, okay, bye.
Bye.
See ya. See you sometime soon. Okay, have fun this weekend.
You too.
Behave, and if you can't behave, be good.
Yes.
What?
She said behave.
If you can't behave, be good anyway.
Okay, so we're just attaching these 2 together and to the front of the card just to get them as loose pieces that aren't just floating around. So we don't lose them on our workspace. Okay, so this we can attach, and kind of attached it right over to the side with an equal border. And then I'm not going to attach the duck and the word on the front because those are foam taped, and we'll do those last. These were just to get the pieces out of the way so I didn't lose them.
Jessie said she did those finger cards years ago.
Yep, these are a little bit different. When we did them years ago, they were actually twice as long. So it was a card. They were scored as one big long piece. We switched them up a little bit this time. All right, so now our Mr. Duck. And if you want, like they are pre-colored, but if you want to make them brighter colors, you know, you can color over the top of them if you want. We're going to wait on our little baggie of stuff. So I'm going to set that up here. Our two spines we're going to set up here. Our two pieces. Now this is with the spine and these pieces and the flags were cut with the finger card layering die. Now, let's just talk about scores. These are scored, when normally we fold towards the bump. You know, so normally you would fold towards the bump and then the indent would be on the outside. When you are doing things that accordion fold, so fold back and forth and back and forth, they're all scored the same way, but you're folding opposite. So we scored to the bump on the inside, and then we fold back on both of those, which gives us a little bump out. Okay, now when we did that, we have a little gap right there, and that is just with the nature of scoring. And because, you know, these are exactly the same size, but with the nature of scoring, sometimes you'll get that when you're folding the, you know, against the way it's supposed to be folded, because technically these should have folded all to the inside with how the score is going. So if you fold it and it is, you see that difference right there of a little bit, go ahead and fold it opposite. Just fold all of your scores opposite. And we do this when I do a book class. And then voila, it matches. So it's magic. I don't know.
I don't either.
So, but yes, one way you saw we had the big gap, and this way they mostly line up. It's pretty darn close to lining up. So every once in a while you'll have to force.
Paper is amazing.
Yeah, every once in a while you'll have to force your scores to make them line up. So yeah, every once in a while you'll take it and you'll force your scores. It also depends on, you know, whether you start your score folding at one end versus the other, whether you start your fold in the middle. So yeah, paper's different. So anyways, if you had a big gap one way, go ahead and fold them the opposite way. And what we're going to do is we're going to attach it to the inside of the card. We're going to fold it, and then you can fold it in like that. Or if you want to take it over, you can take it so you have an equal border on the other side. So anyways, let's go ahead. We have it folded. We are going to put tape down one side. Actually, I'm going to put it down all the sides. My throat is starting to get scratchy. So I'm going to take another little sip. And now I'm going to look at these three sides and do that and try and get as equal of a border as I can. Okay. Hang on a second.
You know, I think I will go home a little early, Sarah. Leave a little early so I can go home. I think
Okay.
I want to check on her.
Okay. My mom's going to leave and go check on her kitties. So anyways, then we can put tape right here. And like I said, you can go like that. Or if you want, you can take it and do equal borders on that size. And like it doesn't lay totally flat because then it's a little bit off, because I might have been a little bit off down here. And so if we just adjust that in and make an equal border all the way around, when we fold it, we might have to force our scores a little bit again. But again, you can just go like this and then fold it over. That you're doing it kind of blindly. We're probably going to be done by 7:30, but whenever you need to leave, Mom, you can.
Yeah, I think I'm going to leave about 20 after.
Okay, we might even be done by then.
Okay.
So I'm going to do it this way. And then I'm just going to fold that in, and I didn't even, didn't even have to really force my scores. They just kind of worked. So now these pieces do butt right up against the score right here. And then the other one butts up against the score right there. Okay, so you do, if you butt it up against the score, you have a border going all the way around. And then you butt this one up against that score, and you have a border going all the way around. Then our little spines are attaching, and they're going to butt up against that score too. And one of them might go slightly over. Like you can see, it's slightly over, but that's okay. All right, so let's start attaching those pieces. I'm getting a little hot in here. I don't know why. It's hot in here today. Maybe because it was like 50 degrees outside today. The duck set that we're using today is actually not supposed to be released, but I think Rob just posted a link. So the link that Rob posted is special because this is not even releasing until March. So you guys get to see it early because Sarah doesn't always follow the rules. And Rob is very patient with me. So thank you. But yes, it's special for you guys because it's not releasing till March, so you guys get to see it first.
March.
So we're going to attach one spine on here, and again do it flush up to that score. And it does run flush top to bottom. Okay. In the old finger card set, it did come with fingers, but we put the fingers with the layering die set because dies weren't a thing back when we had this the first time. So, but now that dies are a thing, there's like the layering dies and the finger dies, and you can cut your fingers in different colors, which I did. So instead of just having plain white or cream fingers. Oh, and they're 20% off the duck set.
Wow, that's nice.
So yeah, like he said, if you search them, you won't be able to find them because you guys got a special link. So you can only order them off of the link. Okay, and then we have, so that covers up our spine. And they do, it overlaps just a hair in there, but that like covers your whole spine. Like you don't see any gap in color.
That is so cool.
So,
I like that.
all right, so now let's open our little bag of goodies.
The little bag of little goodies, right?
Yep, the little bag of little goodies. And what did I do on the inside here? This is what I did. Okay, so these two circles, we can attach them together, and we're just going to put that on the back. Now, when I showed a finger card back, I don't know, before we decided to do, reinvent the finger card, I did one finger one way, one finger another, one and one. This one I did a little bit different because I wanted all my words to go down this way, and then I just did one finger going the opposite way with our little duck on it. So you can do them however you want them, but kind of pay attention to how you cut out your words, because with the little flags that have the V's to them, I needed to cut them a specific way to get them to all face one way. But when you're thinking about it, like if you did want them to go this way, then that way, then you would do your, your points at the opposite end. So you have to just pay attention a little bit if you're using fingers that have points or circles on them. So, okay, so we're first going to attach that just to get it out of the way. And I didn't cut the length of the fingers, so we are going to be cutting those down in class. Okay, so like this biggest one. So there were three sizes of fingers because I have these two sizes that layered together and then this big. So, and then there was different shapes of fingers in that finger layering die set. So this one, see how I just cut the whole thing? So depending on how far you want your duck to stick out, you could trim off some of the edge of that. Or if you want him to stick out. So we can start with him, this middle guy, because then we'll know exactly where the center is and we'll build our other flags on the opposite side. All right, so if we want to cut a little bit off of there, we can. I'm going to maybe cut 1/4 of an inch off. And then I'm going to put just tape on that 1/2 inch, the end 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to attach my finger, and I'm going to do it in the center. Okay, and then the duck I'll wait and I'll attach him. I can attach him right now. So my duck can sit right there. And again, if you like, depending on where you're putting adhesive, don't have him, you know, adhesive sticking out like behind his hat or balloon, because you'll stick them to the back. You'll stick them right back there. And now these guys, these I definitely cut. Okay, see how long they are? And I cut them. So I'm going to first attach. Oh, this one's going to go on the front, so I'm going to set that aside so I don't lose it. First, I'm going to attach them, and then I'm just going to cut them at the same time. I'm going to cut through both layers of paper. Okay, so attach your 4 word fingers to your 4 purple fingers. And yes, Mom, I think we'll be done in time. And you can...
Yeah, I just want to poke my head in and
Yeah.
make sure she's okay.
Her kitty had surgery today. Got spayed, right?
Yeah.
Spayed is...
Yeah. She's such a little kitty.
And
Oh,
she's the least, where she's the most scared one, so she's a little frightened
Yeah.
that she went through all that today. And my mom had to trap her, but it was good to get her in and get her spayed and get her done. And so anyways, okay, so we're attaching these guys on there. So yes, she needs to check on her just to see how she's doing.
Otherwise, I won't be home until 10:30, 10:45, because I have a double dance lesson.
And by tomorrow, she'll probably be close to back to normal. It took your guy a couple days to get back to normal.
Yeah.
After he got
If I were
neutered.
going to release her back into
The wild.
the wild, I could release her tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
So she gets to stay in my nice warm house, and she's not going to go back outside.
No. But she's going to try and work on getting her other 2 outdoor kitties trapped so they can control the cat population by not passing on their genes. Okay, so now if you want them all the same length, then cut them all the same length. And I can tell you it doesn't matter specifically, but mine are cut to about 2 1/8, or a little bit shy of 2 1/4 inches. Yeah, about 2 1/4. So you can do them on a paper trimmer if you want them all to be the same. So, and then you don't have to worry about cutting them crooked either. So I'm just going to pull mine over to my paper trimmer and trim them. But it's kind of nice that they are nice long fingers. So depending on what you're using, what words you're using, you can just trim them, you know, the back end off, just like I just did. And you don't even have to use these on the finger card. These are great little banners for any card. I like little banners.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you just have to put a little bit of adhesive, like a 1/2 inch at the very end, and then put them on in the right word order. So pay attention to make sure it reads the right way. All right, so it's your birthday. I think I'll start with birthday first, and then it's your, and then I'll go to the bottom. It's your birthday, you lucky duck. And again, you can put them as far apart or close together as you want. And I did, like I said, I did these a little different than I had them going, you know, like my fingers, I had them going like that last time. But this, I did them this way. So that's our inside. Now our outside is super easy. We're going to pop up our duck. And this one, again, if you want to make the end of your flag a little bit shorter, you can, or if you want it to go all the way over, and you can. You could add some gems right there if you wanted to. I'm just going to pop everything up. Then we will be done. So, you know, usually I'll tell my mom, oh, we're going to get done early. This time I didn't say it, and we actually did. So Sunday it will be 4 cards. They're alcohol inks. And they're not color specific except for the one that has the tan on it, which you could do a different color. You don't have to do tan. But something in some, you know, tones like that rather than bright pink might be better. I like doing alcohol inks when you don't make them color specific, because then nobody has to worry about what they have for alcohol inks. All right. So you can overlap that guy as much as you want. And then, oh, I know one thing I'm going to do tomorrow. Besides work. I'm going to check on my eagles for the first time.
Oh, yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah. My nest partner, he goes on Mondays, so I said I would go later in the week on Thursday or Friday. So yeah. Anyways, so yeah, our finger card, super cute. Okay. And then let's get our other 2 cards over here. Our pinwheel card, which stands up like that, but we'll lay it down. And then our pop-out card, which again stands up like that, but we'll lay it down. So there we have our fun folds. These are 3 new fun folds that we have on our website. They're under new products and I think under die cut cards.
Okay.
So anyways, thanks much, guys. We will see you on Sunday. And again, watch for another email.